Alright, so hi you guys. I am today going to be doing a full face of expired makeup. I'm actually a little bit scared to do this just because I have been having some breakouts here and over here. I think it's honestly because I've been eating junk food later at night, and so I need to stop that habit, and I'm trying to break it currently. I wasn't doing this for a long time, but in the last like 2 weeks, I don't know, I've started doing this, so I'm thinking that's what's causing the breakouts. But anyways, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that is expired. And disclaimer, not all these products are expired. Some are just the oldest ones in my collection. So let's get started. So the oldest primer I have is this Too Faced Peachy Matte Primer. The like whole entire like front of it actually has been like, because I've been like rubbing the tube to get it out, has been like scratched off. But yeah, this is my oldest primer, so we're just gonna put that on. It has a really interesting consistency, but oh god, I used the Too Faced, or not the Too Faced, the Benefit matte primer before this one, and I really liked it, but Benefit isn't cruelty free, so like I didn't repurchase it. And I'm like, okay that I didn't repurchase it. Like, I'm really happy that this one actually did somehow work out for me, because I've used this matte, I used just the poreless primer by Benefit like before this, and it literally was the worst thing. Like, I started using it and it literally caused so many breakouts. Like, I had to change like skin routines, like to see if other products would help. Like, I had to add certain things into my skincare routine. So honestly, that was like terrible. But it's honestly been really helpful. This is also in my project pan, if you were wondering. But I'm like glad this one worked out. And so yeah, I'm just taking it. This is definitely like, after this use it's gonna be done, because I am like really squeezing the bottle at this rate. And if I'm looking over here, I apologize, that's where my mirror is. But yeah, so I'm just looking. I really like this primer. I do think it really blurs out the pores, and like, I don't know if you can see it as close up as I can, but yeah. And so that's just the last little bit of this in the tube, and I'm just gonna put it here. But I really do think this was a great primer. And so yeah, I guess you guys kind of just saw one of my empties. But the next thing is foundation. And so this is expired by a long shot. Like, and I know I'm gonna get comments like, oh my god, how could you put this on your face? But like, this has got to be like at least 3 years old, maybe 4. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 235 Pure Beige. This is actually a really great foundation. There is like a nub, so I'm thinking this actually will be used up as well. I'm like afraid to kind of put on makeup right now just because of like my breakout, so I've kind of been avoiding it. But here we are now, putting on expired makeup, of course. And so yeah, I don't know what that is. But so this is definitely like almost done. Like, I'm like can feel the little like thing, the like casing around it. But let me get my sponge really quickly. And let's just blend this in. Stick foundation, like, I don't mind it as much now. Like, after using this one, I really don't mind it as much. But I must say that it's not my favorite. Like, this foundation, I just feel like I use, and then, oh my goodness, I need to put some facial oil there because it's very dry. But anyways, I just think that I have to end up like putting on like 2 or 3 more layers just to layer it up. So I would be willing to try more stick foundations. I just would need to find one that's like a little more full coverage than this. And I don't know if like stick foundations, like almost all of them are like this, where like you do need to build it up. But like, see, just looking at it, like I know like I need a little more here usually, a little more there usually, a little more on my nose, and then I put a little more just right up here by the hairline. This product is literally, I'm like scraping it out with, I can like feel it being scraped against my forehead and whatnot. But we said my nose. And yeah, that's pretty much empty. So, wow, you guys are seeing a lot of empties in this video. But that's kind of why I wanted to get it out. I wanted to make sure that like I had the products that I had wanted to address, instead of using them all up. And so, yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. So I'm just going to put that there. And this now is pretty much empty. Like, I really can't use much more of this. Like, see, like, because I'm putting it on, it's like scraping off the makeup because of like the side cap. So yeah, that's empty, and I'm just gonna fix what I just did because I don't know why I did that. It was really good and I just messed up, but what's new? And so then we go to, actually I'm gonna do my eye products first. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Actually, no, I usually do mascara first. So my oldest mascara, which can't be more than like 6 months old, and I know that's usually when like you finish them, but or like are supposed to throw them away, but honestly this one I haven't had any issues with, and I have like, this one's almost gone too, so like I'm not gonna throw it away quite yet. But this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and it's very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's got that similar wand. So we're just going to put that on. And it's very nice. It's very like, it makes the eyelashes very voluminous. It does not feel like the eyelashes are like clumped together. It's very separating. I'm also sorry that the lighting keeps shifting. The sun keeps like going behind clouds, but it's actually really nice for the under eyes too. You guys know that like my holy grail is that Physicians Formula duo with the Dose of Colors and the Dose of Colors and what is that? Oh, Ico. And I use the Dose of Colors kind of to just give more volume to the upper lashes. And then I use the, what's it called? The eye coat to the bottom lashes to lengthen them a little more. Just because I do like my lower lash line, or my lower lashes, like actually a little more lengthened. I'm sorry, I'm getting up so close. No one needs to see angles like this. I'm just trying to look in my mirror. But yeah, so that's that. I actually really like this product. Love this product. Like I said, this I didn't love, but yeah. So then I'm going to do my eyebrows. I didn't get into eyebrow pencils for a while, but this is my oldest eyebrow pencil. It's not expired, but like, technically this is expired, but this is not. This is like maybe a month and a half old. This is the ABH Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. So I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows really quickly. And I have like pretty full eyebrows, so I kind of just like trace the outline slash like fill them in a little more like up here and then more like right in the middle. But yeah, since like quarantine has happened, is there like any specific shows you guys have been watching? Like, I want to be getting into more shows. I've watched like Outer Banks. I've watched this show called SWAT. I've watched Tiger King. I've watched a lot of cooking shows, but I want to like hear about more. So just let me know. Now, I will do eyeliner right after the eyeshadow. So my oldest eyeshadow palette is this Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. I've had this since my senior year of high school. I just graduated in my senior year of college, so I've had this for about 5 years. And so let me just grab a brush behind us. Okay, yeah, this one will work. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the shade, what does that even say? Stranger, which is just like this matte, like light shade, and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. Now with these Naked palettes, I must admit that like they aren't the best, but like I can't get like they were what they were when we like when they came out. Like when these came out, these were the hype. Like they were pretty monotone, they were pretty neutral, and I remember just like this Naked 3, like everyone talked about it. Like everyone was raving about like just, oh my gosh, just like pink palette. Like this was colorful, like, but colorful eyeshadow was not in at the time. So it just wasn't a thing. And so these were the colorful shadows. But the Naked palettes are like infamous for they don't have the most mattes, but it happens. So the next matte I'm gonna go into is this one, and this is in the shade Limit, and I'm just gonna put that in the crease just to kind of build it up and give it some more dimension. This is gonna be like a very soft look, but honestly I'm okay with that. I haven't gravitated slash used this palette in a minute, so honestly I'm really actually excited to use it. And it's just very like pink. Like you can see this one's a lot more white because it hasn't been touched. This one's got a nice pink hue to it, and I just honestly really like them. So, and I like that like you can get like a darker look down here. Like I don't use these ones as much, but like they are there for you if you do want to use them. But like, yeah, these palettes were what was in at the time. It wasn't about the colorful eyeshadow or the like big bold statements. It was more smoky, like one tone, subtle, very pretty. And like maybe that's not in now, but these are like classics. So when I did my eyeshadow palette declutter, which you guys saw recently, I just could not get rid of any. And you're watching all this. This is the powder probably, if you can see that from the eyeshadow. But yeah. So these palettes are actually just really great, and I really like them. I know the Naked one, they have recently got rid of, but it's okay. Like to me, I'm like, okay, it's sad, but also I really did like the Urban Decay, or what am I saying? Yeah, the Naked palettes, but I really did like the 3 the most, and then probably my Naked, my 2 is probably my least favorite actually, which maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah. So I'm gonna spray this because I know these sparkle shades just don't come off without a little bit of wet brush. So yeah, I think I'm gonna dip into the shade Buzz, I think. That's this one right here. Oh, wait. I want to deepen up that outer corner, but I'll do that because I already wet my brush anyways, but I might need to go in with my finger, actually, instead, I'm thinking. So we will deepen up this. So we're going to use the shade Nooner right here to deepen up the outer corner first, because I goofed. Honestly, though, like, I really, like, I can't say it enough, like, this is why I like trying out my eyeshadow palettes, doing, like, these challenges and whatever, because it gives me a reason to look at these palettes that I've kind of just been sleeping on in my collection again, and want to, like, mess around with them more. Literally, I can't believe so much powder comes off of these. But anyways, now I'm going to just need to use my finger, I think, for the wet shade. So I'm probably going to take a bit just on my finger and see how that goes on first. But I'm going to use that shade Buzz, like I said. It's very subtle, but pretty. So I think I might actually wet my finger a little bit. Go in with it now. Okay, yeah, that worked a little bit better. Can continue to try to build that up a little bit. It's very subtle, but I want to kind of take some of this shade too. I think it's called Trick, and just take this one and put a little bit on the outer portion of this eyeshadow look, so it kind of just all seamlessly like blends together. I like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of the spray again. Oh god, that was not a little bit and go back into Buzz and just put it on this eyelid now. Pretty. And then we're going to go back in with Trick and just take some of that and put it on that outer portion of the eye look. Okay, so I really like that. I'm just going to grab a makeup wipe, which I'm going to reach for just so I can get this off my fingers. And we're just going to wipe my fingers off really quickly because I made a mess. But yeah. And then I'm just going to put this back in my dirty makeup brushes now. That container. Yep, sorry. And I'm just going to take another makeup brush really quickly. Let me just get one of these inner corner brushes, and I'm going to actually take this shade. I think it's called Dust. These are rubbing off, but it's this one right here. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Or actually, yeah, let's try Dust first. See how that turns out. Okay, let's not tap it off like I did and see if that works better. Oh yeah, that worked a lot better. And so I do like these, the shadow, like this palette, it's just really sentimental to me. Not only was it like my first high-end palette, but one of my best friends, she got it for my birthday. I just remember, like, once I got this, I knew I needed another one, so I think I got the Naked 2. And then after that, I was like, I know I need another one, so I think I got the, just the normal, like, the original Naked. And so I think for me, I was kind of just like, I need that. And so that's kind of what got me into makeup. And I remember taking that to college, those two palettes, and just really wanting, like, them. I always use them. And, like, my freshman year of college, and then even my sophomore year of college, I was still really using those. Like, I got more into makeup at the end of my sophomore year of college. Like, my freshman year, I almost wore a full face of makeup every single day to class. By the way, I'm going to just take this and rub off these little mascara marks that have settled underneath my eyelashes. But anyways, so I used to wear, like, almost a full face of makeup my freshman year of college. Like, almost a full face. And then I was kind of like, like, I don't really like doing that anymore, so I didn't really want to do that anymore. I also just took off, like, circles by touching my face of the foundation, so I'm somehow gonna try to just put a little bit of it where I rubbed it off and fill it in. But so I somehow, like, would just do a full face of makeup. I don't know how, what reason or whatnot, but I did it. I'm going to put some eyeliner on now. Now, this is definitely expired. This is by Almay. I used to use eyeliner all the time in college. And I normally just do it under my waterline. And so I am going to do that today. But I stopped, like, this year. But this is, excuse me, gotta be like 2 years old. So yeah, probably not the safest for me to do, but whatever, come for me. I can't do much about it. Like, this eyeliner works so well, but the issue for me is that it's not cruelty free. So, like, once I use this up, which might take a while because I don't really use eyeliner anymore, but once I use this up, then it will be gone, which it doesn't actually have that much left. But when you're not really using the product, it takes a while to use it up. Anyways, I'm going to now use my concealer, which is in the shade 220S Light Sand, which this is by the Tarte Shade Tape. It's not expired, but it's my oldest one. But it's only, like, maybe a year old, if that. Like, it could be, like, maybe 6 months old, and I just really don't know. But so I just, like, make a triangle. But anyways, I used to do, like, a full face of makeup my freshman year of college. And then my sophomore year, like, I didn't really do that. I had, like, I started to kind of just get more comfortable in my own skin, and I was, like, hanging out with, like, a group of friends. I'm sorry, I'm reaching back here to grab my beauty blender for this. But I was hanging out with a group of friends, and it was just, like, suddenly, like, my guy group of friends and whatnot, I just never felt like I needed to wear makeup to impress anyone anymore. I kind of just, like, did it to wear it if I was wearing it. And so that was just, like, a huge part to me of, like, makeup, is that, like, my turning point where I was just wearing it to wear it when I wanted to go out, but I never really needed it to impress anyone anymore. Like, I was, like, pretty the way I was, and if someone didn't think so, then someone didn't think so. It wasn't it wasn't necessary to prove to anyone that I looked pretty with makeup on at that rate. But yeah, so that's my foundation, or my concealer. So I'm just going to go in with my oldest powder, which is from Neutrogena in the shade Tan 80. This is my Project Pan. But yeah, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this. And so like what I like, my biggest thing about it was just, this is also, by the way, expired. Probably like, I think you're supposed to keep powder products for like 18 months, I want to say 24 months. This is probably like, I don't even want to admit to you guys how old this could be. This could be like 6 years old, maybe. It could be old. But I didn't open it until like right before my Project Pan. So I honestly, but I've had it in my collection for a while. So honestly, it is what it is. Like, what can I do? But yeah. But also, once again, sorry about the lighting. It suddenly changed again. But yeah, so then we will move on to bronzer, which I think my oldest bronzer is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the original packaging. And let me find my bronzer brush. Nope. Here it is. And so, yeah, this is just in the shade. This is just the regular Chocolate Soleil. It's not the milk chocolate, but I've like come to realize with this one, I have to take like a little bit of a lighter hand because it sometimes can get very like orangey right here. But yeah, so I really actually do like this product. But like I was saying, like with college, I just realized I didn't need to like wear makeup to like be impressing anyone anymore. And I just kind of became more confident in myself, and like I think my friend group like kind of helped me with that. And so yeah, that happened. But I want a little more over here, but okay, so that was the bronzer, and then we'll move on to blush. Let's do blush. So my oldest blush is this e.l.f. one in the shade Mellow Mauve. So this one actually does have quite a like shimmer to it, but I actually have been liking this more like as it gets warmer. And so there is that. And I really actually do like it. And then the final product, oh, I didn't pick out a lip product, I'm realizing, but I'll get to that. The final like product, highlighter. The highlighter, let me grab my brush, I chose was this Kylie one in the old packaging in the shade Strawberry Shortcake. She like had this box packaging. It was really bulky compared to her like new ones. Looks like this, but I'm just gonna take some of this. And like these still work beautifully. These shades, I just remember like when she came out with her makeup collection, I was like, holy crap, I needed these. I remember I had one of these. I think I bought it my freshman year. Beginning of my freshman year, maybe going into college, I bought one of them. And I couldn't find it. And it was my favorite shade. And so I was like, oh my God, I lost it. So I bought a new one just to like realize that when I was in college, like I had these like bins. Like I had my everyday makeup bag. I did not have a collection like I do now. I had my everyday makeup bag, and it was just, I would put all my everyday makeup in it, and then I would just work out of that. And anything that I wasn't using would just go into like this bin I had that I just put like overflow makeup in. And so I put overflow makeup in it and forgot that I had put that in it because I wasn't using it every day like I was. I think I like didn't even really use highlighter like at the time. I think I was just kind of like infatuated by it being Kylie's, so I didn't really use it. But Yeah. So I'm gonna spray my oldest setting spray is this Morphe continuous setting mist. So I'm just gonna spray my face. I love this setting mist actually. This is probably my favorite one. I really like the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, but it smells like alcohol, so I think that's what kind of deters me from it. But let's find my oldest lip product, which actually I'm like 99.9% sure I actually do know what it is. Nope, not that one. Let's do a lip gloss today because I think the oldest lip gloss I have is this one. Once again by Kylie Cosmetics, and it's the Kylie Gloss in Cupid. And with the Kylie, just like the Kylie Shadow, I think, or the Kylie Highlighter, I bought another one of the Kylie Highlighters and then ended up selling the one of them to like on Mercari or like Poshmark or something because I had two of them. Well, just like that, I had bought this like maybe my sophomore year of college, maybe my junior year, something like that. And then I remember last summer, I was like, oh my God, the packaging's so pretty. The color's so pretty. And I bought two glosses. And this one's in the shade Cupid. And I bought one in Gina, or Damn Gina. And I remember I was like, oh, the packaging's so pretty on this one. I'm going to buy two. So I bought the Damn Gina. And turns out I bought another Cupid. And so I realized I just had different packaging. This one was black and the other one was gold packaging. And kind of like this one. So she has packaged them to have this gold packaging now instead of this black. And so I had the gold packaging and I wanted it, like not knowing and realizing that it was the same shade. So then I sold the brand new one because I was like, I just don't need this. And I don't know why I had two, but yeah, these glosses are so nice. I actually really don't mind the vanilla smell. Some people complain about it, but to me, I don't mind it. I actually really like the brush. It's like a literal brush. But I really actually like the applicator. So yeah, this is today's makeup look. I actually really like how it turned out. The eyes are very subtle. Really cute bronzer. But yeah, so let me know in the comments down below if you want more things like this with me doing full faces of makeup. But yeah, just give me a comment down below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.